Question 48 on the 2014 grade 7 SOL test asks us which table, one of these answers right here, which table contains only the points that lie on the line represented by y equals 5/4 x minus 3. So what we need to do is we need to take each of these two points, the -2 and the 0.5 and the 4,8, and we need to plug these values into where x and y are and see if they are true when we plug them in. And if they are true, then we know this table represents the points that lie on that line. If not, we'll try one of the other tables. So let's begin with our first table, and we'll begin by writing down our equation, y equals 5/4 x minus 3. So our first ordered pair is -2, 0.5. So instead of a y, I have a 0.5. Equals 5/4. Instead of an x, I have a -2. Minus a 3. So when I combine all of this information together on this side, it might behoove you to use your calculator for this section. So I would literally divide 5 by 4, and then I would multiply that times -2. Let me try that again. 5 divided by 4, and then I'd multiply that by -2, giving me -2.5, and then I subtract 3 from that, and that gives me -5.5. So does 0.5 equal -5.5? Nada. So it tells us that this table and these ordered pairs, this first ordered pair, does not work, and we can cross this one off. Okay, let's try the next table. Instead of having a y, we're going to use the -3.8 equals 5/4. Instead of the x, we're going to put in a -1, and then of course minus 3. And let's see what we get. So break out the calculator again. 5 divided by 4 times a -1, and then minus 3 gives me a -4.25 when I plug in this first ordered pair. And you know what? -3.8 does not equal -4.25, so I know this table doesn't work. So we can cross out the first two tables. Failures. Let's try table C and see how that one does. Clear what I have. Let's try this one. So instead of plugging in a y, I'm going to plug in a 2.2. And instead of having an x, again, I'm going to plug in the -1 minus a 3. And I think we remember from this last one, this came out to, when we combined all of this stuff over here, like a -4.25. That doesn't equal 2.2 either. So none of these first ordered pairs for any of these first three tables are working. So hopefully our first ordered pair, both ordered pairs, but the first one in table D will be the magic formula for us. Let's go ahead and try that one. So we plug in a -5.5 for the y. So -5.5 equals 5/4 times the x, which is -2, and minus a 3. So when we combine all this stuff over here together, using our calculator, again, 5 divided by 4 times a -2 minus 3, that does indeed give us -5 over here. -5.5, sorry. And that does equal, obviously, -5.5. Now you're thinking, well, I'm done. Well, you got to check this other point, 4 and 2, to make sure this one works as well. So we plug in a 2 for the y. Oops. about a 2 instead of a y. Plug in the 2 for the y, equals 5 over 4. Plug in a 4 for the x, and we subtract that by 3. And I don't even need my calculator for this one because these two 4s, just sort of the 4 on the top and the 4 on the bottom, just kind of cancel out, and all we're left with is just 5. 5 minus 3 is 2. And I know 2 equals 2, so that one checks as well. Both of these ordered pairs satisfy this line. So answer D is the correct answer. And I can tell you right away, I have a feeling where students are going to struggle with this one, and that is making sure they're careful when they take these ordered pairs and they plug them in place of the x and the y. Lots of little things that can go wrong in there. You can lose track of your negatives. You can enter your information into your calculator wrong. You can decide not to use your calculator and just try and do it in your head, and there often problems occur. So make sure, if you're doing it in your head, you also back it up with your calculator and ensure that your answers match. All right, everybody, thank you for watching this video. Have a fantastic day.